parties, Kaufman, Canton, and I don't know who all. A bunch of them. Frisco. There's yeah, everybody yell out who you are. Okay. Resolute Media. Who else am I missing? Anyway, a bunch of people got you guys up here, so thank you. And I'm just so glad to have Representative Paxton here tonight to our event for Women on the Wall for our Texas Speaker Showdown preview party and the bowl game. So, you know, I'm going to let him talk to you because you don't want to hear what I have to say, but we want to hear about his plan for leadership for Texas. Representative Paxton.
The last campaign event that we had was on the 29th, and there was an unprecedented coordination of groups and organizations from Tea Parties, 912s, Republican Party, women's groups, Eagle Forum. Everyone was coming together with the same cause and the same purpose. And the 29th really was the culmination of all those groups coming together to rally each other and to let everyone know that the buses are loaded, the troops are heading down to Austin.
Why don't you tell them about it? You get over here.
The Paxton Express leaves for Austin on Tuesday at 5:30 in the morning.
There were some good speakers at that event. We had key Tea Party leaders. Lori Medina was there, Matt Armstrong, Kathy Adams, Wayne Richards.
But you know, I think it's been such a fabulous coordination of activities between the grassroots, Tea Party, 912 groups, and the GOP groups, and the county chairs. I mean, I think it's been a fabulous coordination across the state, and I think we're setting a precedent here in Texas. We know that the big day is the 10th, and it's at 1 p.m., and that's Republican caucus is going to happen in Austin. And so, as Ken mentioned, it would be absolutely brilliant if a lot of us could be there. Let's take it home and let's win this for Ken on the 11th.
Well, we were all back waiting for the message from our conservative leaders, and they presented the message that they lost the caucus, but they were ready to stand. They were going to take it to the floor, and we were going to get our final vote, live in a record vote. You had Ken Paxton was there with us, Jody Lautenberg, Brian Hughes. They were all telling us, you know, we lost the caucus, but we are taking it to the floor and stand with us. And we were there to stand with them.
We don't know how it's going to turn out tomorrow, but I want to tell you that you have got a true hero in Ken Paxton. Yeah. You know, to go to take it, he said from the very beginning, regardless of what would happen, he would take this to the floor to give the people their public vote. It was not public today, but tomorrow, and there's a lot of pressure. Pray for him. There is a lot of pressure to get him out. It will go on until tomorrow at noon. Do not think it stopped when the caucus ended. Tomorrow we're going to have transparency.
Amen.
Transparency. So someone said, take it. Someone said the rallying cry was take it to the floor. That's what we're going to do, and thank you, Ken, for doing that. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you for everything you've done. We believe in your cause. You believe in our cause. Let's just not give up. Thank you.
It's Elise Hugh in the HughTube. This is the first day of the 2011 legislative session.
Got through pretty fast. Don't have to take your belt off.
Charlie Guerin just happened to join me as the lines are moving by. How are you doing, Chairman?
Great. We got a lot of people here today. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What does it feel like to you? You've been on at a lot of first day of sessions before.
It's still exciting. If you ever lose the goosebumps when you walk into this building, it's time to quit your job.
What do you make of all these folks in these Paxton for Speaker t-shirts?
I think that, it's nice of Ken to buy him shirts.
Thanks, Chairman. We appreciate it. And you can tell this line is moving all the way, and it's stretched all the way back down onto the first floor, down the corridor. The line finally starting to move on this first day of this session. The Capitol never so crowded as when there's a tough debate or on the first day when all sorts of family members, friends, and in this case, folks, grassroots conservatives trying to push lawmakers to choose a different House Speaker are here.
Many of you know we had a caucus yesterday in the Republican Party, and I lost. And as a result, I will not be putting my name into nomination today.
So to paraphrase one of our generation's great philosophers, Mick Jagger, we must remember that we can't always get what we want. But working together under the leadership of Joe Straus, we will always get what we need. Madam Secretary, it is my great honor and privilege to respectfully place into nomination the name of the Honorable Joe Straus III for Speaker of the Texas House of Representatives. Thank you.
This is a record vote. Members voting for Joe Straus will vote aye. Have all members voted? I declare the Honorable Joe Straus of Bexar County to be the duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 82nd Legislature of the State of Texas.
I know that in recent weeks, members of the House have withstood threats, harassment, attempts at intimidation because of the fair and respectful way in which you want this House to operate. Division, threats of retribution, attacks on people's religious beliefs, distortions of people's records have no place in this House.
I was back at the headquarters, and we had people sending messages back and forth. We had people at strategic locations so that we could all communicate, and the message that was sent back to the headquarters was devastating. It was that he was not going to stand. And I can tell you that what we felt the night before, the jubilation, the coming together of all these groups, it was completely deflating. And it was a tough, and I think with all the hard work and money and time, it hurt.
The next day there in the House, when he did not even allow his name to come up for a vote, I cannot tell you how absolutely demoralized all of us were. Number one, we felt we'd been lied to. Number two, what had we achieved? And what we achieved was we gave Joe Straus open season on the conservatives.
The next day, when Ken was on the floor and he made his speech and said, we had a caucus vote in the Republican Party yesterday, and I lost. So therefore, I'm withdrawing my name from nomination. We were absolutely floored because nothing had ever been said in all of the weeks before the vote about there being any chance that he would drop out for any reason, whether he lost the caucus or not, whether Wayne Christian was with him or not, whether Warren Chisholm was with him or not. He never alluded to the fact that he was considering dropping out for any reason. So there was just a huge amount of disappointment. We felt really humiliated.